inside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Off the play fake, Love. Out to his left. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also, like, and it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take...
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. $13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. And a 92-yard kick return. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. Touchdown! Byron Pringle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. Double 38. And cycle. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Love. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. You can say that. Again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 23-yard run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
To throw is Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To the air again, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Play action. It's Fields.
That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
double.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing. Love. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but
he's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And they into
a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Love.
The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Off play action, Fields. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time.